Wake 'em up, wake 'em up, wake 'em up. Y'all know what it is. Listen to Sports Fire. Yes, and I'm your host today. Again, your boy, Sporsanator Terrell. Got my two Sporsanators with me. Y'all introduce yourself one more time. They know who y'all is. Let's get it.
Sporsanator J-Rob in this. We on it. We against all liars.
All right. Sportsanator Rojo in the building. Sporsanators taking over. What's up, Sporsanators?
Y'all know what it is. We got a hot show for y'all today. Check it out. We're going to start off. Breaking news. Our very own, from the crib, Tyler Hero wins 6 Man of the Year awards for the Miami Heat. Y'all boys, give it up for him one time. Young Tyler Hero, you deserve it.
Give it up for that kid, man.
Doing his thing ever since he stepped on the court like he been here before. Y'all seen him.
6 Man of the Year. I'm so proud of you, Tyler Hero, man.
He's been going crazy. He go crazy off that bench.
What you think? Well deserved, fellas? He deserve it. He deserve it.
He deserve it.
For sure.
That's for sure.
Hate on him.
Guess what? He had to beat out Kevin Love and Cam Johnson from Phoenix Suns. You know, Cam Johnson was on fire for a little minute. But so that was a hard one. That was a good win. That was a good win for him.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell the truth. That man ain't have to beat out nobody. Them people there.
Yeah. I was finna say Kevin Love.
That man got 96 of the 100 votes.
I ain't been watching
Kevin Love.
I ain't know Kevin Love still was like that. I ain't been watching lately.
Yeah, man. Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been busting ass.
He wasn't going
no pushover this season.
Yeah,
Cavs no pushover this season. But yo, we finna switch it up one time, y'all. We gonna switch sports one time for y'all. We gonna take it to a little football. We got a situation. A young brother by the name of Cam Newton. He made a statement and got a lot of backlash about it. You gentlemen familiar with the statement, correct?
Nah, I ain't heard about it. What happened?
Hear about it? Well, he basically said something in regards to how women of today want to call themselves bad bees, but what they really need to learn is sometimes just be quiet and be women and cook. And a lot of women took that. How you feel about that, Sportsanator J-Rob?
I mean, he at the same time, he not really lying. Like, that's all they focus on now, just the IG model stuff. They be getting their priorities messed up, you know?
Facts.
He wasn't lying about that.
And that's coming from a young man. So this is like your generation more so. So if you feeling like that, that's really what it is. You got to go for it.
Kim Kardashian she got this generation, you know.
Generation. I agree. 1,000. The cell phone is a dangerous thing, man. It's a hell of a drug, but it's a little bit stronger than clout. It's like clout, then you got crack, cocaine, and all other good stuff. But clout at the top, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What about you, Sportsanator Rojo? How you feel about Cam?
Well, I feel like a lot of beta males didn't correctly hear Cam because their ears are not designed to hear alpha male. Right. So basically all the man said was, okay, you call yourself a bad bee, but first of all, won't you practice and learn how to be just a woman, a good woman? Let's learn the basics first before you can call yourself a bad bee. It's just sad because their idols right now are city girls. And I have nothing against city girls. They're from the crib, the 305. So I respect them just like when Trina came out. But that doesn't mean because these girls rap about that your life should evolve around this. So Cam said it absolutely right. And he said another thing. He was like, sometimes a woman, they have to know when to stop talking. And basically saying, okay, so if you see gentlemen talking, there's none but gentlemen talking, like know your place just like a man should know his place. If there's a bunch of females talking, know your lane. So
facts. I'm glad you said that.
I respect Cam.
I'm glad you said that because Cam actually made a video explaining his comments and why he said what he said. And one of his things was he alluded to the fact that he messed up and not going in depth and saying that some men should close their mouth, just like you just said. Some men ought to learn to shut the hell up too as well and stay in their place based on their status in their household. But yeah, that's I agree with both of you brothers on that situation. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't right. He was right. He wasn't wrong by nothing he said. That was his personal opinion at the end of the day. He also we talking about a guy who's got 7 children. He got daughters. He does shows with his daughters. He shows his kids is in great company. They're good. They sound so, he did something right. So can't really pick him back. Moving on though. Antonio Brown. This one is crazy. We got the great Floyd Mayweather actually made a proposal to the NFL if someone takes Antonio Brown and he acts up, he'll reimburse them $20 million. Fellas, how you feel about that?
I mean,
that's good for AB.
Good for AB.
That's good for him.
Yeah, I like it because if I was an owner, well, first of all, I like it because I like that Mayweather, him and Antonio Brown, their personalities actually match each other. But I like it that to see another black man is standing behind another black man and pushing him forward, trying to get him a job again in the career that he loves playing. And if I was an owner, I would take the bet because it's a no lose situation for me because I pick up a reason to get rid of AB and keep the million. That just
I agree. What about you, J-Rock? You think he gonna be able to do it? Do you think he'll be able to like keep his end of the bill, the bet up, the deal, and not cost that man $20 million?
What was the bet again?
Well, if he gets signed to a team and he don't act out, no flaws, no problems with him for the season, they got to pay him $20 million. If he messes up, Floyd Mayweather will reimburse that NFL team and pay them $20 million for putting up with him.
I think that's good for AB for sure, cause AB he a real good player though. He just I don't know. He just got
behave, though? You think he can stay on his best behavior?
Yeah, he should be able to. He just gotta find a team, that he get along with better, and also get along with the coach and stuff. And then he should be good for sure. I feel like
I definitely agree with you, brothers. I agree with both of your opinions. I agree with Sporsanators Rojo from a standpoint of another black man supporting another black man in the situation. When everybody trying to kick him while he's down, I get that. But from a professional standpoint, excuse me, AB let's not forget, this is the same dude who was given a chance by, I think it was the Pittsburgh Steelers, I could be wrong. And they asked him one thing: don't come with an entourage. And he showed up with a camera crew, entourage, and it made news. And he blew that chance. So let's not forget about that now.
I don't know what wrong with AB.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, So like I said, it's a good opportunity for him, but AB is gonna be AB at the end of the day.
Yeah, that probably was another team. I don't think that was Pittsburgh. Remember, he started with Pittsburgh.
Was it Dallas?
No, it wasn't Dallas. It was one of the teams. We can get back to that.
One of his bigger chances was given to him by Tom Brady, though. And Tom Brady, shout out to Tom Brady, New England Patriots. I already know I'm all day, every day with them. But Tom Brady brought him on board in New England. Then he also brought him on board with him in Tampa. So that was one of his biggest supporters right there. So salute to Tom Brady for doing that. But AB, I just really felt like in order for AB to play good on your team, I just think you should let him have a lot of input because he's a student of the game. He's been in the game a while now. He's a veteran. So I think you should just let him show his leadership and just let AB do his thing. He's a great football player. Just let him do what he's doing. He's not having off the field problems anymore.
Yeah.
Facts.
But the Tampa Bay letting him go, that definitely affected them. If he was there, they would have beat the Rams. And, that Super Bowl would have been an easy ring for Tom Brady because the Bengals, they don't got no experience like Tom Brady in that Super Bowl. Tom Brady gonna do it every time, especially if you don't got no experience like that or like never really been there. Cause like the Bengals, I ain't heard the Bengals in a situation like that in a minute, like where they been. And even the semifinals, like they ain't made it that far in a little minute. So he would have definitely destroyed them. That would have been another ring for Tom.
Yeah, I think so too, because he would have had somebody to throw to coming out the backfield a little quicker. He could have been throwing quick little hitch routes and screens to AB, and he needed it. He was missing somebody's speed.
Real quick, how many more years you think Tom Brady got if he comes back?
Like he came back, didn't he come out of retirement? I think.
Yeah, he back.
How many you think he got left in him?
Probably like 3 more. I give you 3 or 2. 3 or 2.
I give him 1 more as long as I give him 2, but I give him 1 if he got to face that Ram defense ever again.
He beat that. They came back they was down by a lot, came back. Only thing, it was the coaching. Tampa Bay, the defensive coordinator coach, he made them blitz on that last play. And when they blitzed Cooper, he was down the field already. It was done. Put him in field goal. That was a dumb call.
Game time. Yeah, hey, but moving on, fellas. Appreciate y'all input on that. Moving on, we're gonna talk about this guy right here. I don't even know. This goes back to what Sportsanator Rojo was speaking on when we talk on beta males. But we're gonna talk about Ben Simmons and his mental health. How do you feel about Ben Simmons? Why? I mean, do you feel like he should have played? He should have tried to salvage that game that season, or do you think he did right by laying down?
Ben Simmons should definitely play. I don't know what's wrong with Ben Simmons. If he would, I mean, ain't no telling how he was gonna play though. But right. I seen Ben Simmons warming up in his video, and I don't know how he was hitting 3-pointers. Like I'm talking about, like Curry, shooting like Curry, warming up back to back.
I seen it.
Yeah, he dropped those videos every season. He dropped those 3-point videos, but he never does it in the game. So just to go viral.
I mean, he ain't really have to
kind of like a terrorist, so to speak. You know, like Osama bin Laden. You know, they make the videos, they send the videos of the threats, but they don't really carry it out themselves. They just sit back.
You know, Ben Simmons, he don't really got to play that much of a role on offense. Like, he really defense. If he was there for defense, because, you know, when he did play, he was one of the top defenders in the league on Philly. So, if he played defense, they could have definitely had him on Jason Tatum. Ain't no telling how to act for the win, but never got put.
Confident with his talent, though. How you feel about his mental state right now? What do you think he is mentally? You think he's like, is he afraid to get in the game? Or is it just like, hey, I don't want to, you know, I just play, he's selfish?
I think probably like, what happened with Philly, how he ain't do nothing in the playoffs, you know, the coach and him, like, they was arguing. He probably, like, broken down low right now from the fans, too, though. You know, the fans they was joining him. So it might be, probably, like, he not really stable yet mentally getting game.
I'm so interested to hear what you got to say, Sportsanator. I know you're going to say something real simple and sweet, like, he just soft. I ain't ready to cut you off, Sportsanator.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm gonna say about Ben Simmons is I'm happy he didn't play. Really? He's mentally not ready because he came out and said that he's figured out, he diagnosed himself, I guess being as an MD also, being diagnosed as himself, and he said, but sometimes we are our best doctors. He said the reason why his back hurts is because every time he goes through have this mental block of playing basketball, it triggers his back muscles. And they lock up on him and they hurt or whatever. So it was best he not play. I think Ben really this offseason just have to go sit down with a psychiatrist and maybe figure out what's going on with Trae Young and him, because ever since he didn't dunk on Trae Young, I'm not sure why he didn't dunk on him. Things been going wrong for him. Now, there has been a couple of videos where Trae has been hugged up with Kevin Durant and LeBron James. So I'm not sure what's going on, but allegedly something is going on with Trae Young getting passed through the NBA. Anyway, let's do a quick score update. Fellas, the game is over. Milwaukee, oh my goodness, got beat 109-86. They beat the skin off of Milwaukee like Jamie Foxx did in Django on that boy. That's how they beat them people.
Bad.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be a good series right there. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Milwaukee just gonna step on them. Cause the way Giannis playing this year, Bucks ain't never been like this before. Like they was good last year.
Anybody wins. Any given night, anybody can win in today's league. It's crazy. But to go back to what you were saying about Ben Simmons, this is what I think about it. I think he just soft. I think he's not mentally prepared for this sport, for his job. I think he bit off more than he can chew. Because from the beginning of the time, you know, like I know as we kids, for the first thing you do in terms of basketball, even if it's from shooting your socks in your laundry hamper to shooting a ball of paper in the garbage, but it's sharp, it comes back to shooting. It comes back to shooting. And you're talking about a guy who wasted like 2 years of the fans' time, of teammates' time, of coaches' time, because he just didn't want to shoot. Not because he couldn't. He wasn't a Markelle Fultz who just lost the jumper. He just didn't want to shoot.
I agree.
That's crazy to me. Like this is the sport of basketball. You're getting paid a king's ransom to play a child's game, and you can't carry that out.
I agree with that though, because when Ben first came in, I remember he was shooting mid range and stuff. Like he was hitting mid range shots. He had a good mid range game, and he just stopped shooting. He don't shoot nothing now at all. He just
goes back to what Sportsanator Terrell said. There was a video of Embiid in practice when Ben Simmons was working out, and he said, "That boy's soft. That kid's soft." That's what he called him.
He was forewarning us. He was on the team at the time. They was teammates. He was forewarning us. Yeah. The man is just not mentally prepared for this game. It's just not in him.
The moment is too big for Ben.
Way too big. But before the next game come on, Any predictions on tonight's game? We got Golden State Warriors against Memphis Grizzlies. Game 2.
Memphis might got it tonight because look, they at home. They lost last game at home. I don't think Memphis gonna go out like that again. If they lose this game right here at home, they gonna be in trouble because they got to go back to Golden State. And you know it's hard to get Golden State. But look, I'm gonna tell you this: if the game is close versus Memphis and Golden State going into the fourth quarter, Memphis lost. Because Golden State, you know, they're a fourth quarter team, so
definitely
they gotta do what they gotta do. Get a little lead to where they could yell.
Well, I like Ja to win by 6 tonight.
By 6.
That's the one thing I know about that boy, Ja. Ja don't like when he lose that first game.
Yeah.
You feel like you think in your head that you better than him.
Mm-hmm.
That last second layup that he missed, it was only because everybody knew he was going to the left. And the coach has to do a better job. Maybe like have Ja as a decoy. I mean, that makes more sense. Have him as a decoy and depend on somebody else for a quick lob to the rim or something. Everybody knew he was going to his left, and they played that perfectly. I mean, it was perfect.
I disagree with that because look, this is the reason he really missed. You ever been on a fast break and you running too fast and you just try to lay it up off the glass? You know when you lay it up, the ball will go hard.
Your body run past the rim and you gotta like kind of like
like it went
back with the layup.
The ball went too hard.
Imagine you running that fast. You got Clay coming at you, and then you had who was that? Gary Payton Jr. coming trailing. Yeah. Of course, and you already running fast. If he was just running fast, like Ja said, Ja made that layup every day. That's nothing to him. But that defensive pressure was there. It altered that shot. It made him have to do that layup at a high angle.
Yeah, he was nervous.
I think that Klay Thompson, he didn't anticipate Klay Thompson stepping out there like that because he blew past Gary Payton Jr. He had Gary Payton Jr. on the penetration move. He had him.
Gary on the first
came out of nowhere, and it was like, oh, you know, he had to adjust, and it just didn't go out. It didn't drop on him, but it still shouldn't have been that close of a game, though. With all the fire.
I like Ja by 6 tonight.
Draymond did get ejected though. Like I think it was the first quarter he got ejected?
Yeah, first half of the game.
Draymond, he'll like a roll out there too.
Facts.
Some people don't agree with Draymond getting that flagrant 2 and ejected, but I do because as a former basketball player, when somebody is going up in the air and all of a sudden they're yanked by that jersey, you just shifted that man whole momentum. He could have landed on his face. Forget that you trying to help him up. You could have landed on his face.
Yeah, you can't be grabbing jerseys and things like that.
You don't do that.
That was crazy.
I mean, he grabbed my jersey. We're going to have some pressure.
Yeah, you had every right to get up and split you.
Straight up.
I see the video. That was funny. I was laughing.
Draymond would have played good in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, it was people on
definitely. People. He could play with them boys. He could be bad boys. He could have played with a number of teams. He could have played for the Knicks. A couple of teams.
Sports Fire, man. Sports Fire, we on fire. We in the building tonight. The Sporsanators. Shout out to the rest of our Sportsanator brothers too. They'll be joining us soon. But anyway, Sports Fire salute. Sportsanator Terrell, Sportsanator J Rob. Y'all already know what it is. But go ahead and do your thing, Sportsanator Terrell.
All right, man. I know what it is, man. Sports Fire, man. Next time y'all see us, I ain't gonna ask you who you with, because you already know what it is.
Nah, before we go, we got another topic. We got a couple of more topics though.
Oh, definitely gonna hit it with something else. Sportsanator Rojo. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you hit him with one. Because I know you had one that you wanted to bring up.
So I also wanted to bring up well, before I get to that one, I want to go to something an update that a lot of people probably don't know. I want you to really understand and grasp this concept of how money can buy you anything. Okay, I want you to understand how money can really buy you anything. So the former president, number 45, Donald Trump, if you don't know what 45 was, he became president. He only became president because of money. Okay, show you another perfect example of money. So Bora Bora, Manute Bowl family member, I think that's his grandson,
okay,
has taken Von Miller, ex-girl. Now, Von Miller was on that championship Rams team. Now I think he's playing for the Bill. But when Bora Bora take your chick, that show you money. Now remember, this is Manute Bowl grandson, people. Money is powerful. What do you
Wow.
think about that?
Von Miller's. Oh, you know what? That did come across my radar. As a matter of fact, I believe it's his baby mom's. If I'm not mistaken.
Wow, even worse.
Yeah, that's a lot worse.
Yeah, hey, Von Miller, he going out bad.
You know, I mean,
He going
it
out
is what
bad.
it is.
His-
I mean, that goes back to what we talked about before, you know, with the influence of the city girls. Nowadays, it's all about securing the bag. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Yeah.
about how you look, how you walk, how, you know, one leg shorter than the other. They just want to secure the bag. So if you got the bag and you look like a bag, they gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? In them situations, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
what's
nothing
going
crazy.
on. That's what's going on. That's why I'm gonna go with Sporsanators J-Rod. That boy say going out bad. You're looking real. Whose man's is this? And that's what they say. Who man's is this?
But look, with the president thing, you said if you got money, you could be a president, right?
Yeah.
I disagree with that because look, you still gotta have you gotta know your research and like the thing you pushing that you say if you Democratic, Republican, you gotta have, information on that behind it. Cause if that's the case, why Kanye get elected?
So okay, so let me go ahead and come back what you just said. So how did Donald Trump become president? How did he become elected? He knew nothing.
I mean, but the
He has
people
no political background. He has no political background. He didn't go to school for this. He knows nothing, my brother.
It's because look, you was either go choose what's her name, Hillary Clinton. You was either go choose her or Donald Trump.
But at the end of the day, the question is, how did he become president with no political background? Remember, we all saw that he wasn't one of the brightest presidents. He wasn't the brightest in the crayon box. He was one of the dull colors. So we all saw this. The man, they used to have to get him flashcards. Then they noticed, okay, he only read 3 pages. But then when they gave him 3 pages to read, they said, well, he only reads 2 pages. And the 2 pages that he does read, they have pictures on them. So they started giving him pictures like with the cartoon characters and stuff on it. Does that seem like somebody that should be president?
Hell no. The person that's president now don't seem like he's supposed to be president.
Yeah, Joe.
You saw the president now shaking hands. Who was he shaking hands with again? He was reaching. Then he looked
shaking hands with Hollow Man.
Then he looked right.
I think
Hollow Man, yeah.
That's what he's shaking hands with.
Hollow Man.
Look though,
I signed up $800 million to send to Ukraine, and we got people over here doing bad, losing their homes, getting evicted.
But we ain't gonna get into the political. We ain't gonna get too deep into it.
Right.
Next subject up, I really wanted to know from Sportsanator J. Rob and Sportsanator Terrell, what do you think Kevin Durant, we know who he is, sits amongst the elite players of today's game? Is he in the top 5?
No. The top 25, yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
Okay. I I like KD.
I know you're listening.
I like KD. Look, KD is in my top 5, but he out right now. But as a player though, he's still one of my tops. Not like of all time, but right now. It was upsetting. It was upset. They ain't come do what they had to do. And it's like the new team they had, they probably wasn't fully like adjusted with Kyrie Irving. I really feel like they probably should have kept James Harden. They would have found something out with James Harden, Kyrie, and KD for sure.
Wow.
They would
I'm curious to know.
For a trade.
They would have found something. I don't know how they got 4-0. That's crazy.
You said he's your top 5. I'm curious to know who's the other 4 people. Like, what is that order? How does that order work?
All right, so look, I'm gonna go with LeBron. LeBron the GOAT. Okay. You got LeBron one. Then I'm gonna go with Giannis probably. Yeah, the Giannis in number 2.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go with. See, that's where KD was gonna come in, but nah, I can't do it.
3.
Can't be 3 right now. I'm gonna go with
4 or 5.
KD. He got to be at number 5. He automatically down. Cause after that, so then all right, I'm gonna go with probably. I'm gonna say Curry. Okay. Curry at 3. Embiid. I don't know about Embiid. I'll probably take Jokic over Embiid right now. Embiid soft.
What?
And so once again, you just proved to us he's not in your top 5. To me, KD would be in my top 10 because I can name a couple of players I will put before him, such as my top player will be Giannis. I'm not putting these in like no order after Giannis, but it'll be Giannis.
Giannis definitely, he better than KD right now for sure.
Oh, it'll be Giannis. It'll be Steph Curry. It'll be Embiid. It'll be the Joker, and I even put Tyler Hero over that kid.
Where's LeBron? Where's LeBron?
LeBron is not on my top 5.
LeBron was averaging 30 points.
LeBron is on a decline.
LeBron averaged 30 points.
No, you were talking about my list. I'm telling you about my list. He was on your list. He's not on my list. I put Tyler Hero in the 5th spot.
Nah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't like that list.
No, you don't have to like my list, but respect it. Just respect it.
I can't respect that. LeBron, but he about to be 40 years old, he averaging 30 points. That's a GOAT. Just wait next season. We got something for that.
How many games can we get out the fella next year? How many games can we possibly get?
I mean, he gonna definitely be there in the whole playoff.
32 games? Are we gonna be blessed with 32 games at least?
Nah, he gonna make up. But he gonna play for the whole playoff. All they gotta do is make it to the playoffs. LeBron not gonna get hurt in the playoffs.
Hey, KD is done. He finished. It's over with for KD.
Nah. When Ben Simmons come back, hopefully he put basically that defense. We just need him for defense.
Let me tell you how I feel about KD. Right now, first of all, we all know, the whole world know KD got the thinnest skin of anybody in the NBA. First of all, anything on tweet and he on your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all the backlash he about to get for this terrible season they just produced, it's gonna destroy his game, his whole everything about KD. He's done. Trust what I tell you, he finished. Especially right now, they got some, I don't know if it's true or not, but there's some side talk about Kyrie being removed from the situation. I don't know how true that is. We're gonna get back to that later. But KD fell to a Celtics defense, was ranked number 2 this year. LeBron James beat a Golden State Warriors, whose defense was ranked number 2 that year. They was ranked number 1, as a matter of fact, when they won 73 in 9 games. He overcame that defense. KD couldn't do that. So he showed right then and there. That gap between him and LeBron is amazingly far.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know how you can't compare LeBron to KD. KD only got his rings because he went to that Golden State team.
Exactly.
That's not even. Giannis got more respect than KD.
That's why he can never be number 5, top 5. He could top 20, maybe top 20, like 17. He'll fall like number 17, 18 because of his skill.
But I'm saying, like, as a player, though, KD, he like that as a player. Like, he a great player.
Great skill set. He just hasn't overall improved. You got to improve your body. You got to get bigger. You can't stay that lightweight the way you is. Every player his size came in and got bigger. From Giannis, Anthony Davis, you name them. Anybody who came in small got bigger.
Well, one thing about it, Sporsanators, one thing we will do is disagree because we are Sporsanators. We are not sports analysts. We are not sports hosts. We are Sporsanators. It take a great man to become a Sportsanator. But anyway, the show tonight been great. If you watch this show to the very end, what I want you to type in, first of all, I want you to like, subscribe, and I want you to type in the comment section, very end. I'm going to give away some merch. We're going to give away some Sports 5 merch. So all you got to do is watch this to the very end and type. Don't forget, though, to like, subscribe, and also hit, what I told them to type in? Very end.
Very end.
Very end. So like, subscribe, and type in very end. It's been another great show. Sportsanator Terrell, take us up out of here.
Yes, sir. We up out of here, man. It's another good hot edition of Sports Fire, man. Appreciate y'all, brothers. Thank y'all viewers for watching. Y'all tune into the next one. Stay locked in. Y'all know what it is, man. Sports Fire. Who do we hate?
All
lies.
Hate y'all.
All lies.
Yeah.
Hello. Who you with? Sports Fire. Who against? All